Kai grew up believing he would become a hero. But there was one problem. His power never awakened. Kai learned early. Having no power made him different. But it never stopped him. Kai never waited for a miracle. If he could not become powerful, he would become prepared.
Kai had passed every test without an ability. But today, something appeared that no doctor could explain.
Kai spent his entire life preparing for a future without power. But something inside him had finally awakened.
Kai finally had a power, but he quickly realized something important. He did not understand it yet. Kai finally understood. His ability was not simple strength. It responded to what he touched.
Kai had always lacked power, but he had spent years studying those who possessed it. His greatest weapon might not be his ability, but his mind.
Kai finally discovered his ability could interact with objects, but he still did not know its limits. I will find out.
Kai had discovered something far more useful than physical power.
Then I can build something with it.
Kai was not trying to become stronger than everyone else. He was building a way to fight smarter. This is only the beginning. Kai had spent years preparing for the day he believed would never come. Now I finally have a chance. For years, Kai dreamed of becoming a hero. Today, that dream finally begins.
I am ready.
Sorry about that, are you okay? Yeah, I am fine, thanks. First day here? I am Rio. Kai. Did you build that yourself? Did you build that yourself? This place is huge! Huh?
All applicants will be evaluated today. Only the highest scoring candidates will receive admission.
Ready.
Each target holds a different point value. Applicants must earn points through combat. Rescue and teamwork are also vital.
The strongest were not the only ones being watched. Every applicant fought differently, but only those who adapted would survive the exam. In minutes, the rankings began to change.
Kai could have attacked, but his eyes found another solution.
The exam was becoming more intense with every passing minute.
Only the absolute elite make it into ALTERA Academy. But it's not just classes, we're mastering robotics and high-stakes combat. Find your rhythm in the library and your squad in these halls.
Every map and profile we study brings us closer to our goal.
Some students already know
Exactly what they want.
I'm Ren Arashi.
Heat drive.
I'm Isla Mori.
I'm people are pulse sense.
And some of these people are inside this classroom. Think we already did. My name is Kai. I want to become strong.
Good afternoon. Welcome to ALTERA Academy.
Here we go again.
I'm Aaron Frost. My ability is Frost Thread. I'm Theo Grant. My ability is Magnetic Grip. I'm Jace Rowan. Impact Skin. Now the real Academy. All right, we've heard from some of you. Let's hear from the rest. Round 2.
My name is Tessa Ray. My ability is Velocity Burst.
Okay, that's fast. I'm Noah Reed. My ability is Water Form. Speed can be impressive.
Finally, something interesting.
You mean you actually like tests?
That sounds more like you.
Don't overdo it.
Kai, you changed quiet ability as halfway. The next one would ask a much harder.
Kai, something interesting. All right, got it.
They repeat their movement.
Whoa! Okay.
This looks serious. You didn't rely on ability as halfway. And the Academy's first lesson is accuracy matters more than force.
So we actually have to aim. That sounds difficult for you.
Okay.
This looks serious. You didn't rely on reality as halfway.
Kai.
That one is different.
Still confident?
More than ever. You don't have to prove anything.
You two are always competing. Maybe competition isn't bad.
Test precision under movement.
That test was harder than it looked.
You missed your first shot. It was funny. Power interruption.
Can you fix it? That switch.
Correct. I'll help.
They had arrived at the Academy as strangers.
This place is huge.
Finally, something interesting.
You said that about the arena.
This doesn't feel like a school.
It is. It is. Just an unusual one.
They had arrived to discover what kind of person. That was one day? Felt like 5.
We saw half the school.
Not even close. There is more.
What if they reject you?
After one day, they had already found yours.
Let's start there. Let's see what they offer. First years?
First years?
Yes, we want to see what this club offers.
Watch closely.
I see the pattern.
Good timing. This is where we learn to survive.
Survive, adapt, and protect each other.
Rio, left! Rio, left! Fall back! Lena, move in now! Mira, watch the wall! Watch the wall! Head towards the alley, now! Don't look back! Watch out, it's coming! Everyone spread out! Everyone spread out! Fall back and regroup!
You failed because you fought as 6 individuals, not one team.
Plain.
This was only a small taste of what waits beyond the Academy.
We can do better.
We were completely out of sync. Your flank was exposed here, Kai. We can learn from this. Look, our formation broke right here. I charged too far ahead.
We could not reach you in time. I moved without warning. We never planned signals.
Then that is what we need to learn. That is actually quite interesting.
This club builds specialized tools for dangerous Academy missions.
Can I learn how you built this?
This is incredible technology.
I'm telling you, it was huge! No way, Rio! Are you joining the choir? I think I might.
I think I might.
What does it mean?
There is something underneath us.
What happened?
Kai, look!
Students say,
This place has a secret.
maybe it is one of the Academy mysteries.
Do you guys know any Academy mysteries? They say the old bell rings before
And a
disasters.
locked corridor moves at night. The details differ, but the symbol is the same.
They say nobody turns them on. Why does every story have that symbol? Huh? Water? We could ask an older student. Someone removed the truth. Seven stories. One truth. We should start there.
We can do better.
We were completely out of sync. Your flank was exposed here, Kai. We can learn from this. Look, our formation broke right here. I charged too far ahead.
We could not reach you in time. I moved without warning. We never planned signals.
Then that is what we need to learn. That is actually quite interesting. This isn't a rumor. Someone has been down there. Is someone still down here? Wait, look at this! The system is still functioning. Who could have maintained it? You still have that watch? I improved it. Huh? This isn't one tunnel. There are passages down here. This one goes right under our classroom. Stay close to me, everyone. Huh?
What is that?
Look, fresh footprints. So you felt it too.
We are not alone.
This looks like the Academy crest.
I can't hold it!
Everyone, step back right now! This looks like the Academy crest.
I can't hold it!
Everyone, step back right now!
You are not ready.
Who was inside? Someone has been opening this door recently. We should find out why. What does it mean? I don't know, but someone wanted it hidden.
Someone is still using these tunnels.
Look at the fresh dirt by the door. They were here recently.
Someone had been using the tunnels recently.
The mystery was hidden beneath their everyday lives. Nothing about this was accidental.
These tunnels were once used for secret research, and recently they were reopened.
There is someone there! We seek what is hidden beneath the Academy.
This symbol connects it all. These tunnels were once used for secret research, and recently they were reopened.
There is someone there! We seek what is hidden beneath the Academy.
This symbol connects it all.
The hidden route leads beneath the oldest Academy building. The tunnel mystery is not over, but the students know they must wait for the right time.
They decided to leave the mystery for now and focus on their academy lives.
Some mysteries can wait. It's funny how a group of total strangers became the closest of friends. Strange adventures have a way of doing that. Strange adventures have a way of doing that. We had uncovered enough to understand what happened. Our academy chapter was over, but our real adventure was only beginning.
The Academy chapter was over. Now their real journey was beginning. Then something made it clear. They had been noticed. Whatever was watching them had disappeared, but it had left a warning. The warning was closer than they thought. Wait! There is danger ahead! Show yourself! Lower your powers now! You are coming with us. You must explain these rules. They had broken the rules, but their actions had protected others.
Their punishment had begun, but so had something far more important.
For now, they were forbidden to act, but the world outside would not wait. Their suspension had begun, but the outside world was already calling them. This mitrial was calling them. Their first battle outside the academy had already changed how the city saw them.
Someone else was watching, and Kai had never seen him before.
Someone had planned this long before they arrived. Someone had planned this, they arrived. The clue was gone, but its message had already been found.
The incident was over, but the consequences were just beginning. The battle was over, but their academy life had just changed.
The battle had consequences, and the academy was ready to teach them that lesson.
Their next lesson would teach difference between fighting and being heroes.
The training had begun, and this was no longer just a practice exercise.
The lesson was becoming clear. They needed to fight as a team. They had failed before. This time they were fighting like it. The training machines were stronger than before, and the heroes began fighting with purpose.
This time they moved with control. This time they moved with control.
They weren't just fighting, they were learning to win as a team.
They were stronger alone, but only teamwork could make their powers greater.
These were not ordinary machines. They were built to fight heroes.
Those training machines were getting stronger. Our young heroes needed to be stronger still. Every move had a purpose. Now they were fighting with skill and power. Their powers were finally working together. They were no longer fighting alone.
They were finally turning the battlefield into an advantage.
They weren't just getting stronger, they were learning faster.
Kai wasn't just moving matter, he was learning how to command it.
Kai was still learning what he could do. They were finally learning to use their powers wisely.
Kai didn't need years, he needed time to understand. For Kai, the battlefield was already becoming a tool. The battlefield was already becoming a tool. Condemning a tool.
They were learning to use their powers as a team.
Now their attacks were finally connecting. They were finally moving as one.
They had finally fought as a team.
The battle was over. Now the Academy would teach them what came after.
Tileja.
ALTERA Academy was more than classes. It was a world of heroes, and Kai was about to see how big that world really was.
Their first battle was over, but their real training was just beginning.
Tomorrow the class would begin 2 days of deep in the northern wilds, but none of them knew who was waiting there. After hours on the road, the class finally reached the training camp. Deep in the forest, their real field training was about to begin. The camp seemed peaceful, but the forest was already showing them that this wasn't an ordinary training ground.
The forest was quiet, but the evidence around them wasn't.
The camp wasn't about finding mysteries. It was about learning to survive and work together.
At ALTERA Academy, even 1 week with the wrong teacher could change the way a hero fought.
The teachers showed them what trained heroes could become. Now the students had to learn. Then abruptly, the training changed. The forest itself began to move.
One creature was enough to test the entire class. They were not fighting it. They were learning how to fight it.
Now the creature was finally showing its real power.
The teachers finally joined the battle.
The teachers fought. The students protected everyone else. And Kai saw more than a fight.
Kai wasn't just watching, he was learning.
The teachers had stopped the attack, but now Kai had to face the monster.
Kai was finally turning the monster's strength against it.
Kai had finally understood the pattern. Now he had to put it all together.
Kai had found the opening. Now he would end the battle.
Kai had found the weakness. Kai had found the weakness. Now the team would use it.
This wasn't an ordinary beast. The teachers were facing overwhelming force. They had finally found a way to stop it. But this attack would raise questions far bigger than the forest.
The battle was over. Everyone lived. But one question remained. Who sent this creature here?
Iron Horn did not belong here. Someone had brought it. The monster was defeated. But the evidence proved something worse. Someone had planned this. Iron Horn wasn't a random threat. Someone had brought it. And now the heroes finally had their first clue.
The training trip was over. The class returned home. But none of them would forget what waited in the forest.
The forest incident was over. Now Kai returned to his normal academy life. But for Kai, normal meant learning.
A new day began at ALTERA Academy. For Kai, every day was another experiment.
Most students needed weeks to master the basics. Kai already looked for what came after. Kai already looked for what came after.
Kai had learned something new. His power wasn't just about moving matter. He could rebuild it.
Kai wasn't just learning to control his power, he was learning how to build with it.
Weeks of progress passed quickly. Kai was already far beyond the basics. Kai was already far beyond the basics. The class had grown stronger. Now their next challenge would take them beyond the academy. Exeter Cat. The academy was ready. The class was finally leaving its comfort zone.
Their next lesson was outside the city, at a remote training facility. The class would face its first advanced rescue test.
The advanced training had begun.
Move out and reach your targets.
Kai, stabilize that structure now.
They are working well together.
The training was interrupted. 5 strangers had arrived. And they were not part of the test.
The attack had begun. The teachers moved first. But Kai saw 5 completely different powers.
The training ground became a battleground.
Every fighter had found an opponent.
The battle had become a series of deadly one-on-one clashes. Rio and Gravik fought with nothing between victory and defeat. Lena would not let the pressure break her. She pushes past her limits! Lena found the opening. She saw the fight through. She saw the fight through.
Soren had finally found the opening.
Mira fought bravely, but Oren was still standing. But Oren was still standing.
Varro's final attack ended the fight.
Gravik met an opponent who would not back down. Kai had finally found the perfect experiment.
Every attack taught Kai something new. For the first time, Kai used more than one kind of matter at once. Kai was no longer reacting. He was controlling the battle. Gravik was strong, but Kai had finally understood the pattern.
Nexa finally met her match.
Soren took the opening, finished the fight.
The battle ended in one final exchange.
Varro ended another fight with one powerful strike.
Power changed the fight in a second.
Kai had finally turned his intelligence into a powerful weapon.
Kai had finally turned his intelligence into a powerful weapon.
Kai had finally overcome the power standing in his way.
Kai was learning faster with every fight.
Another villain had fallen, and Kai was becoming dangerously strong.
The attack was over. All 5 invaders had fallen. But the Academy had just learned that this was not a random attack.
The attack was over, but its meaning had only begun. The attack had left something behind, something that shouldn't exist.
Five villains, 5 powers, 1 planned attack. Kai had found the pattern before anyone else. The attack was over. Now the heroes prepared for the one coming next. The Academy was ready. The heroes were growing. And somewhere, the enemy was preparing again.
Kai had finally found where the attack began. The map reveals a remote hideout. Heroes are preparing for deployment. We strike at the source.
The heroes were not going to search anymore. They had found the enemy.
Kai had finally found where the attack began. He traced the source to a remote ridge. The Hero Association prepares a team. Departure is immediate.
At last, Kai met the man behind the attacks. Kai had finally met the man behind the attack.
Kai used everything he had learned. Neither fighter was willing to stop.
Kai saw the pattern. He was ready. Power and intelligence had finally met. And Kai had won.
The battle was over. Kai had won. And a new chapter of their world began.